How's it going, guys? Rybread here today, and we are going to be starting an MLB The Show franchise. I'm going to be doing it mostly like my NHL franchise, so if you guys haven't seen that one or want to know what it's all about, I'll go ahead and explain it. Those of you that have seen it before, you know it's coming. So in our franchise mode over there, we just go ahead and simulate and be basically the GM of a team. So we sign the players, trade the players, manage the lineups, and all that good stuff. But we don't really actually play the games. Now, the franchise mode this year has some really good features where we might be able to get in and play some games. I don't think I'm going to do any simulating. We're just going to do an overview of the team and maybe a couple trades, because there's a couple trades that I was actually looking at and some players on the roster that I'm okay to part ways with. So, the roster that I'm using is here, I can show you guys right here. It's the Operation Sports version 1.75. It's the most up-to-date. It was actually just released on April 17th. So depending on when this video gets posted, you guys can know how long ago that was. It's currently the 20th, just for reference. So that was 3 days ago. So they just uploaded this. So we'll go ahead and use those rosters. And I know some of you guys might be curious to be like, oh, well, you know, pick poor teams or pick your favorite team. You know, the Mets is my favorite team. They are my favorite team. But I don't think I want to use them. I'm going to use somebody relatively close to the Mets, but not the Mets. So, you know, a team like the Padres, that would just be a tough rebuild. I mean, look at that. Like, I don't know how that one would be getting in a little deep. So what we are going to do is we're going to go with the New York Yankees or the Bronx Bombers. As you can see there, they're only ranked 17th. So they've got some places to improve. I actually looked at the roster. They've got older players, they've got younger players, but it's a team kind of in almost like a limbo state. I know they're doing pretty well so far to start this season, but I think we can get them to do even better, and I think we could definitely reach the postseason at the end of year one, and I think we can build a Yankees dynasty, as if there weren't enough already. But as you can see, they're 20th in speed, 25th in contact, 11th in power, 12th in pitching, and 11th in defense. So there are areas to be improved. But we'll go ahead and check out the roster. Yeah, I want to show you guys this. No, CPU trading is on, and yeah, there we go. So we are going to manually manage everything, just like our NHL franchise. We're going to scout and draft, and we're going to do all the staff and the 40-man and all this other stuff. I've actually done a franchise mode before this that was the fantasy draft, so I'm pretty well versed so far. You know what? We'll just go ahead and start at spring training. This is going to be a little bit weird seeing all these names on the right teams. I know you guys aren't going to find it weird, but I'm going to because I did a fantasy draft. So this is our roster right now. As you can see, we got some good players, but lots of players in their 30s or around 30. So we got some guys that we can build around for the future. But here's our starting pitching. So Masahiro Tanaka is an 88 overall, A potential. He's only making $9.4 million. Yeah, we have him for a couple more years too. So that will be good. He's extremely happy because he's our ace, and he's got a really good contract according to what he wants. So yeah, that's another thing I like about MLB The Show is this player morale screen. Makes it really easy, and things flip like on a dime. So the second you make him the ace, he will instantly get happier, unlike NHL where you need to give them more ice time over a couple of games, and then you hope to God that they go up. But yeah, Tanaka's going to be one of the guys we build around. Pineda's a B potential 82, so he could grow just a little bit. I know he's already 28, so he might be stuck there. CC Sabathia, not a guy I'm looking to keep around for much longer. He's 36, 80 potential. He's only going to drop. And then we have Luis Severino, who I know is really, really good. He's 23 with A potential, already a 75. We have John Neese, who's, you know, not really going to be much for us. And then we got... who is this? Jordan Montgomery from South Carolina. He's 66 overall, C potential 24. So like I said, guys, like even you can just check out their starting pitchers. They got some good players, but there's still some work to be done here. So as far as relief pitchers go, they got Dylan Betances and then Tyler Clippard, who's 32, but then not a lot else, as you can see down here. So again, more to work on. But then as far as closing pitchers are concerned, I mean, we only have one in the entire system right now, but hell, it's a good one. Aroldis Chapman, not paying him a ton of money either. Yeah, we got him signed for 5 years on this contract, so we should be good. Catchers, An A potential, 24 aged, 86 overall catcher in Gary Sanchez. So we have a good catcher for the future too. He's probably going to be another guy that we pretty much build around. Hopefully he can continue to grow for us. First base, I'm kind of interested to see what I want to do here because Chris Carter, I know he can hit the ball really, really well. But his average has historically been down there. I mean, he's got no vision whatsoever. So I'm afraid he's going to strike out a lot. It's going to be home run or bust. But then we have 76 overall Greg Bird, who is a B potential at 24 years of age. I think I want to play him every day, and then Chris Carter can just be the DH. Because if I can play Greg Bird, who I think he's the better fielder anyway. I think Chris Carter definitely fits in as the DH on this team since we are in the American League. As far as second basemen are concerned, Starlin Castro's 27, 81 potential, but we have this 21-year-old, A potential 65 second baseman up and coming. So hopefully Starlin Castro can grow just a little bit. I wouldn't be upset with a mid to low 80s second baseman because he's all right. He's not going to be anything special, but third base is a place where we'd like to improve. So I'm currently looking to improve our at back end of the rotation, maybe get another bullpen guy, and a third baseman so far are the three things that I'm looking to do for this team. As far as shortstops, Didi Gregorius, but Gleyber Torres, A potential 70 overall. He's only 20 as well, so that's important because the younger they are, the better they can get in the end. So Didi Gregorius for now, I think will be our starter because he's pretty good. He's good at fielding. He's an all-right hitter. He's not the greatest, but he's got good vision, which means he can probably get on base pretty decent amount. As far as what's his morale like, yeah, he doesn't want any compatriots because it's kind of hard to find players from the Netherlands in here. That's kind of cool. I never knew he was from the Netherlands. And he wants top-tier coaching, and we have a B, so he's fine with that. So yeah, I definitely think Gleyber Torres is somebody that we want on the MLB come September even, just because the dude is basically as good as Gregorius right now. I think in one season he can become our starting shortstop. And how long do we have Gregorius signed for? So this is the last year for Gregorius, so we might just let him go or even trade him at some point in the season, and then we can let Gleyber Torres take over at shortstop. As far as left fielders, again, some aging players, 37 and 33, Brett Gardner, 83 overall, B potential, so he might have one more year left in him, but a guy like Matt Holliday, not somebody I really want. He's currently a star, so he's really, really happy, but we're paying him $4.2 million for 1 year. He's a bench player at 37. All I can see him doing is dropping. He's that 37 with B potential, so I see him being a 76 midway through the year and somebody I can definitely get rid of. And if I trade him now, I'm sure I could get something decent back for him. Center fielders, we got an older guy in Jacoby Ellsbury at an 81 overall B potential. So him and Gardner, we might have to do some retooling in the outfield, but here in center we have Clint Frazier, 22 A potential, 67 overall. Aaron Hicks he's an all right backup. He can field really well, but he's not the greatest hitter. So I don't know, maybe a defensive substitution in there. And then here's a guy that I'm really, really excited to have on our team, Aaron Judge. Now he's 6'7", 275, so he's a large, massive human. And he might even be, he might not even be human. Like this guy, A potential, 72 overall, 24. He didn't have the greatest season last year, but I definitely think he's somebody I want on this team for the long run. Let's see his morale. Yeah, he's fine with everything. He's an everyday player, so he's ecstatic. So yeah, I definitely think that this is a guy we could use on the team and somebody we're going to build around in the outfield. So, so basically what I'm looking for to start is maybe a lower starting pitcher, so we don't have a 66 pitching down there. Maybe somebody else, because Severino can stay, and then maybe we use Sabathia for the rest of the year, or even package him with somebody and trade him away later. Because I know the Yankees have a huge budget, right? Because they are the New York Yankees, but we still got to think about saving money too. So relief pitchers, we could use another one. We don't really have a ton of good relief pitchers. Closing pitcher, we're all set. Catchers were fine. First baseman, I think I'm going to let Greg Bird grow. As far as second basemen are concerned, hopefully this Jorge Mateo guy can grow. and eventually come in and take over for Starlin Castro. Third base. Sorry, I'm losing track of what I'm trying to do here. I got to write this down. So I need a new starting pitcher. Well, not a lower end starting pitcher. Maybe another relief pitcher. A third baseman, hopefully, because Headley is at the end of his rope here. We're fine at shortstop, and maybe some retooling of the outfield as far as players are concerned. Get younger players to complement Aaron Judge, because he's somebody that I think can be a superstar in this league, especially with that A potential. So, as far as the rotation is concerned, this is what it's looking like. I might move Pineda up, because Tanaka is definitely our ace. There's no doubt about that. But then Pineda and then CC Sabathia. I mean, CC's a 75 naturally, and Pineda's naturally an 82. He's just pissed off about his contract right now. He wants a lot of money on his contract, but he's ecstatic about being in the rotation, so that's nice. Severino's upset about his contract. Hopefully we can sign him sooner rather than later, because I'm pretty sure with A potential already being a 75 and only 23, he's definitely going to grow. And then somebody better than Jordan Montgomery is what I'm looking for. Maybe at least a 70 there. When you got a guy, then here's our bullpen. You know, we got some of these guys that aren't the greatest up here right now. Like right here, these three pitchers down here, I'm fine with, but we might need another middle reliever and perhaps a long reliever. Lineup-wise, I can worry about that once we get into the season, but that's what the roster is looking like, guys. We are in spring training right now. I think I want to go ahead and maybe look at the trade block, just because I want to see what's available out there. Okay, nobody's got anybody on the trade block. So I said that a guy like, where was he? Chase Headley needs to be replaced. I said Matt Holliday was the guy. See, look at that trade value. I mean, he's 81, B potential 37. He's going to do nothing but drop from Oklahoma. I mean, technically he's a star on the team right now, as far as where he is. Where is he in the lineup? Oh yeah, he's batting fourth. I definitely think fourth could go to somebody like Greg Bird or even Chris Carter, who's got that monster power. I think Greg Bird batting third makes sense. I like Brett Gardner at leadoff. Starlin Castro, I think we could move up in the lineup because he is decent at contact. Maybe change him and Gary Sanchez, something a little bit more like that. Jacoby Ellsbury. You know what? Yeah, no, I kind of like this. So Gardner, Castro, Bird, Holliday, but then hopefully we can find somebody better than Holliday. I'm going to go ahead and scroll through the trades, and if I see one that I like, I will stop and let you guys know what I have found. Go ahead and put him on there. And this is really cool about MLB The Show. All I have to do is hit square, and you know what? Let's see what MLB ready players people want to offer us. So there's a shortstop and a catcher. None of the Orioles. I don't know if I want to trade in our division too. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of. I mean, there's a relief pitcher that would be nice. He's better value than Holliday in my opinion. His contract is cheaper. He's younger by a lot. He's still got basically the same potential. And then there's a guy like, I know Jason Grilly. He looks good, A potential, 80 overall, but at 40 he's going to do nothing but plummet in overall. So yeah, you can just go ahead and scroll through all of these trades here. I'll just go ahead and show you guys what I'm looking at here. Maybe we should look at prospects. I don't know. There's Tyler Duffy, C potential 74. That would actually solve our starting pitcher dilemma as far as getting somebody there in the 5th spot. That's a not too bad of a trade. Let's keep going here. Oh, here's one that's not too bad, but they're 36. They're aging, and plus we lose out on cash flow. We are the Yankees, but I am worried about cash flow nonetheless. There's a relief pitcher, a moderately young relief pitcher that could go ahead and slot in there in the bullpen for us too. So a lot of good trades here, I think, for our team. Because Matt Holliday, I don't think really has a place on this team. Besides being a bench player, there's Hansel Robles. Hey, the Mets. Yeah, Hansel Robles is another guy, but there was a better relief pitcher out there anyway. Yeah, this is cool, though, that I can just scroll through all the team's trades, and, whoever wants this guy can go ahead and offer us something. I can't remember who. Oh, yeah, the first team was in our division. So there's not a bad relief pitcher, but there's been better prospects out there, or better players out there anyway. There's Chase Utley. Let's see here. The Padres don't really have a lot to offer. They're not in very good shape out there in San Diego, are they? Yeah, no. I will go ahead and make a decision on this trade, and I will show you guys what decision I make. Alright guys, I am back. I think I found a trade that's going to make both teams happy here. We're going to go ahead and get Robert Selman from the Mets. He's 23 years of age, B potential at 70 overall. He would slot in and be the perfect fifth man in the rotation for us. And as you guys can see down there, we're giving up Matt Holliday and James Caprielin. He's 22, only 63, so Robert Selman's already ahead of him in the development process. I'm not too upset with giving up Caprielin in this trade. And Matt Holliday is somebody I don't want on this team anyway. I will eventually go look for a third baseman, maybe viewing the trading block or something like that, just to go see what we can get. But we do clear up a lot of cap space and give it off to the Mets. I think this is a trade that, Selman, he's from California. He doesn't care about being close to home. He's just upset about his contract. He's fine with everything. I don't see morale being an issue. And, he's got all right stats, but I think he can grow. Matt Holliday is only going to go down, and it would definitely shade a lot. We would increase cash flow, so then we could go ahead and maybe trade for a more expensive player down the road. Excuse me. All right. So Selman for Holliday and Caprielin. Can I? Nah. All right. Offer this trade? Yes, there we go. So we went ahead and we dished away Matt Holliday, and we went ahead and got a new guy for the starting rotation, Selman. Let's see here. He is in the rotation. I don't know why he's unhappy. Oh, because now he expects to get more money, because we traded for him? I don't know. So apparently his morale went down, which is not what I want to see. Apparently he's a 70 though, so I think once we start playing games, I think he'll be happier. But I like this rotation. We got lots of potential. CC's gonna, he's probably gonna retire at the end of the year, or we can just let him go because he's only got 1 year left. Maybe we trade him at the deadline if he's not doing well. But then our bullpen, we got to send Jordan Montgomery down. We still need to work on the bullpen. We'll see how it does for us. We'll go ahead and simulate spring training here and just see how we do. We'll just have the computer auto-fix it. Spring training's coming and going here. Yeah, we're under 5 on Pineda's. God damn it! He's got a concussion? Or is that a head contusion, did that say? He's no longer injured. Good. So he went 13 and 17. How did everyone do? Okay, so Selman's up to a 72 because he's above replacement level as far as performance. CC Sabathia is now a 77 because he's not pitching well. Yeah, this is just all basic stuff. I wasn't expecting anybody to have some serious jumps or not. Yeah, I like Chris Carter at the DH. I don't like him out in left field, just because I'd rather have even somebody like Aaron Hicks playing out there in left field, just because of his fielding and his ability there. Aaron Judge is on the... No. You know what, we'll wait until... Actually, you know what, let me put Aaron Judge in the lineup with no DH. Is he DHing? No, they have Chris Carter DHing. So who's playing right field? So Brett Gardner, and they have Chris Carter. Brett Gardner is a natural left fielder. And then we got Jacoby Ellsbury, and then I'm going to switch Judge in for Carter. Bird, you can go ahead and bat cleanup. Brett Gardner is up there. Yeah, so we got Ellsbury and Gardner, and then Judge, Castro, yep. Yeah, we'll leave Judge in that 5th spot. Didi Gregorius, Chase Headley. I just don't want them to send Aaron Judge down. I don't want them to use one of his minor league options, just because that would be annoying to call somebody back up. But has anybody updated their trade block? Maybe we can go ahead and get a third baseman. Oops. Nope, that's my trading block. Yeah, let's update our trading block. We want third baseman, and we want relief pitching. Apparently, I don't get why our catchers are so bad. I understand why our right fielders are so bad, but I don't get why our catchers are so bad. We got a potential 88 or 86 overall. So view trading block. Nobody's got anything on their trading block. Let's go ahead and advance to the regular season. Scouting. Here we go. Here is scouting, and oh my God, do we have some good scouts. This is nice to see. This guy can scout pitchers really, really well. This guy can discover really well. Also scouts pitchers, and this guy scouts positional players. So we can find a lot of pitchers, and here's a lot of prospects, blue chip prospects that we know a lot about. And we want to look for guys from the East because we are in the East region as New York. So we want guys that'll be happy playing in New York. This guy, you know what, we'll send him out because I don't see a lot of positional players. We need to retool the outfield, go to the East, my man, and find guys that can hit. The rest of you, I want you scouting. So Jay Ray from the West. You're pretty good at scouting pitchers, so we'll go ahead and scout that guy. Turner is good at discovering players, but he can also scout positional players. So here we go, a third baseman. That's what we need. And then up here, we need to scout another pitcher. Relief pitchers, do I want to... You know what? Actually, let's scout Dante Dyer. There we go. So that's what we have scouting, guys. As far as the quick menu... Player search, yeah, I know about all this stuff. Trade block should be updated. I'm almost positive that people... Nope, nobody's put anybody on their trade block. So as far as our rankings go, we are 17th again. We're still 17th. Our defense went up. Our pitching, I think, went down. Our contact is bad, and our power is all right. I'd like to get all of those up, but I don't know what we can get because we don't necessarily have a lot of trading assets. This is going to be a tricky team because you make one wrong move and all of a sudden this team goes into a tail spiral. Now I know they're the Yankees and I got the money to spend in free agency. I just don't want to go ahead and lose anything. Excuse me, like anything important. Manage roster. Yeah, there we go. Nothing's really changed. As far as catchers, yep, we still have Sanchez. Greg Bird, you know what? Let me go set the lineups now. Judge is in right field. Greg Bird is playing. Yep, I like that. I do like this lineup. They did a nice job with this lineup. The computer did. No DH. Yeah, sit Chris Carter down. That's fine. Same thing with left-handed pitchers with DH. Chris Carter's still there. Gary Sanchez. Yeah, he's a really good hitter. And Jacoby Ellsbury here as our leadoff guy. Brett Gardner following him, and there's Aaron Judge. Yeah, I'm going to be focusing on Aaron Judge a lot because I want him to grow because he can, and he'll be really, really good for us. And Greg Bird is a future... So they've got some future here. They don't really have a ton of players right now that are, in their mid-20s that are really, really good. And our pitching rotation looks like this. CC's back up to a 77. You know what? I said we weren't going to get the season started, but we might go ahead and I might simulate a couple games here at the beginning just to show you guys what simulation is like. So, Tanaka versus Archer in our first game at Tampa Bay. And we lose it 1-2. Jordan Montgomery gets charged with the loss. What happened there? Oh, we lost in extra innings. We lost in the bottom of the 12th. They walked it off.
Opening day is behind.
Can we bounce back? Oh, shit. Brian Mitchell lost. And then Jordan Montgomery came back with the win. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna turn
Hello there, baseball.
This guy. Shut up.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and welcome to MLB The Show. Hi,
Shut up. I have him on for my road to the show because he's the narrator. But in this franchise mode, it's really annoying. All right, so 1 and 2, not the greatest. Brett Gardner tore his calf, out 2 to 3 months. Jesus, and then Severino gets the loss. So, let's go scouting. This might not be a great season for us. Maybe trading away Matt Holliday looks really stupid right now. But I think it'll pay off in the long run, even if we don't make the playoffs this year. So here's some new guys. Let's go ahead and go back to starting pitcher. Here we go. And then you can scout positional players, so we'll go scout the new guys up at the top. Because it's sorting by potential. A center fielder from the East is exactly what we want to go find. Jesus. Lineups now. We got to put Aaron Hicks in. I'm going to have the computer auto do a lineup. Auto fix lineup. Hey, and we got an 8-1 win in Selman. There we go. Selman gets the win for us. That's nice to see. Transactions. These are just annoying when they have players called up and stuff like that. So I bet there's people on the trade block now. Thank you. This Brock Holt guy. I don't think... Do we have a... Yeah, we got... No, wait. I want to look at our... I can't look at our... Ben Revere here. There is a good outfielder. Now that What's his face is out 2 to 3 months. Brett Gardner is out 2 to 3 months. What was I going to look at? Our second baseman. That's right. Second baseman. We have Castro, and then Jorge Mateo is coming up. So you know what? Let's put Mateo in the AAA, and then send this guy down to the AA just so Mateo can get some better at bats against higher level talent. Let's go back to this trade block. I may make it another trade in this video, or I might leave it there if I can't decide. We can always trade for Ichiro out there in the outfield, but yeah, he's just going to drop like a stone. Ooh, Michael Conforto is on the trade block from the Mets. There's a left field prospect. There's an outfielder. He's only making, what, $920,000? What would they want from us? Let's go ahead and see. They want Didi Gregorius, Tyler Clippard, and CC Sabathia, and that's the only trade they'll accept. For Michael Conforto. So I don't think we're going to try and go get Michael Conforto. Billy Hamilton, this is a really, really good guy. He would be a perfect leadoff guy. They want Pineda, but they want Headley and Ref Snyder. If I don't have to give up Pineda, I'd be happy with this deal. CC Sabathia is worth nothing. No. So I don't know if any of these guys are really going to be anything. Do we want to go get Billy Hamilton is the question. You guys go ahead and let me know. I might just leave the video here and let you guys see all of these prospects. Ivan Nova. Yeah, he was. I was gonna say. I swear he was a Yankee at one point. So we don't need to go ahead and get him back. Trevor Rosenthal, a relief pitcher here, is a possibility. Brandon McCarthy, starting pitcher. That's okay. We don't need him. Although. No. Let's see here. No. All right, so there's all the players on the trade block. Victor Martinez would be a good one-year rental player, but a guy like Ben Revere is somebody that I'm really interested in acquiring because he's 28.80. But maybe we'll see what we would have to give up for him. I might even have to. We'll do all. There's 4 trades. You know what? I'd rather keep. I mean, Chris Carter. That's not a bad one either. I kind of like that trade just because we gave up Chase Headley, but then we don't really have a third baseman. And we do need a third baseman. But maybe, can Greg Bird? No, Greg Bird can't play any other positions. I'm just looking through here to see if any of these guys can play any other positions. As far as shortstop, the Gregorius can play third, and then Starlin Castro can play short. That's actually, it's not too bad of an option because then, then what do we put at second? Never mind, I'm just being an idiot. Gleyber Torres, he could come up. He could be in the MLB. We could rush him up. He's already a 70 overall, so he wouldn't be too bad. But we don't really have any outfielders that, we're going to keep playing Judge. Aaron Hicks is, I think, currently playing left field now that Brett Gardner's hurt. Rajah Davis is a guy that we could get for just a year. He's $5 million, 36, so he may not be too good. So here's the trade block, guys. I'm going to leave this one a little bit shorter. We did a little bit of simulation in this video. If there's anybody here on the trade block that you think I should go get, I'm actually leaning towards Conforto or, who was it? So here is Michael Conforto, 24B potential. He's 77. He could be pretty good. Or Billy Hamilton, I believe was one of the other guys. Yeah. And then if you guys see a relief pitcher here, like even this Corey Guerin guy, I wouldn't mind him at all. Let's see what we'd have to give up for him. Chase Headley, 1 for 1. Ruben Tejada, that's not a bad trade because we're not really giving up a ton, and we're giving up prospects for a current ready relief pitcher. So that's actually, I might just go ahead and do this trade because this second baseman, as far as second basemen are concerned, we have second baseman. And this guy is 30, 81 C potential. So, he's pretty good. He'll be fine in the bullpen there. And this is a second baseman, a position we're pretty deep. You know what? All right, so we went ahead and acquired a relief pitcher real quick there. There we go, Corey Guerin. Wait, why is he's upset now for some reason? Is he not in the bullpen? Pitching rotation, Corey Guerin. He's upset because he wants to play for a contender, and we're 2-3 right now. He should go back up. I'm almost positive he'll go back up as soon as we start to win games. Jordan Montgomery, I should probably send down. Brian Mitchell, who are you? Okay, are you a relief? Yeah, he's a relief pitcher. Okay, so yeah. I'll go ahead and show you guys the trade block one more time just to see about players that we might go ahead and acquire. Still want maybe Ben Revere, maybe Michael Conforto, or even Billy Hamilton. Billy Hamilton is probably the number one guy I want to get, followed by Conforto, followed by Ben Revere. But if you guys have any ideas for what we should do, go ahead and let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm really excited to bring you guys this MLB The Show franchise with the New York Yankees. Leave a comment down below. Because I want this to be an interactive series where you guys help me make trades and stuff like that. So go ahead and let me know what you think I should do with the team. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.